Hi there. Happy Wednesday. It's Lynn from DevineCentral. I am here with your Wednesday weekly mailbag reading where I'm going to pull a question and answer it, and we're going to see where we go with it. Okay? It is February 16, 2022, and I have a question here that we're going to answer. I went with something a little simpler this time because I know it's kind of been heavy the last couple of weeks. So, here's the question. My husband and I were at Total Wine today buying some wine. On certain days, they have liquor and wine tastings. Today was one of them. By the usual wine tasting booth, there was another booth for whiskey. My husband and I went up and both tried the whiskey. The girl then asked my husband if she could take a photo with him to prove that she had been working. He said yes, and she pulled out her phone and took it. Then she turned to me and asked me if I would take her photo or her phone and snap some shots of him and her together. I did, and she thanked me and then rattled off some information about the beverages you could make with the whiskey. When we left and continued shopping, I started thinking how weird it was and how weird it felt that it was slightly disrespectful. I'm not jealous that I was asked, but I do think it was weird for her to only get multiple photos with him when we both tasted the wine, the liquor. I don't think I would ever ask another man to take a photo with me when he was with another woman, just out of respect. Yet it seems weird, and my husband didn't seem to see anything wrong with it. What are your thoughts? Am I overreacting? Okay, this is kind of a simple thing, okay? So here's what I want to do today. We are going to be using the Light Seers Tarot. Very popular. Everybody seems to like it and use it. I'm throwing cards all day today. These are very small cards, and they're so nice in your hands because you can actually shuffle them, which I've been doing since before I started this video. So let's set this aside, up here where you can see it. Okay. So I'm going to do a 9 card on this. I kind of want to know the lay of the land. So we're going to do 3 cards on just, kind of the lay of the land. Where are we, the husband, the wife, whatever, and all this. Okay. Then I'm going to do 3 cards on, did this woman have ulterior motives? What was the deal with her? Okay. What was the deal with her? Okay, that's interesting. Then we're going to do 3 cards on her question, which is, am I overreacting to this? I mean, what is the situation? She obviously had a sixth sense, right, about something, and I would be the last person to ever question that. Okay. So, interestingly enough, I'll look at the bottom. There we go. Okay. So here are our cards. So we have some balance here. We have the Queen of Cups, which, honestly, it's kind of in the middle. I mean, I think she's a very caring, loving woman, loves her husband, loves to go out and get wine. And I think that they have a really balanced relationship, and I think it's a good relationship. I don't think that I think everything is out in the open, so I don't think that the husband being, flattered by this is a bad thing. I know my husband would be. And again, I don't think my husband would even notice that there might even be something, suspicious or wrong with it. I think that's a guy thing. But I just see that the relationship is good and it's solid. I think she's kind of an emotional type, but I also think that, the Queen of Cups comes out oftentimes when we have, that sixth sense or whatever it is that we have. And so she might be very psychic, as an individual, and maybe that's what she was picking up on, something going on. So what was the motive of this girl? Why was she telling the truth? Was she really taking a picture to prove it to her bosses that she was there? Sometimes these people that step in and do these events for companies, sometimes they ask for pictures to be taken just to prove that they were there. They can also call the manager of the store to find and verify that that person was there as well. So there are different ways of doing it. So we have the moon, we have the 3 of Swords, and we have the Lovers card. So what does that tell us? Geesh. So the center would be the Three of Swords, and honestly, I'm not really sure how that plays into this, but I do know that if she is trying to make amends, or if she's trying to do what she's supposed to do for her boss, you know, this is a card of sixes are about harmony, right? Threes are about expansion. This is about harmony, and we have the moon. The moon is, okay, so she caused this woman some confusion, and that stands to reason. So we don't, you know, it's kind of like her motives might have been hidden. But honestly, if she had any motives, I don't think it was that she was attracted to this woman's husband. I think it was more about, I don't know, I think maybe it's like, okay, it's stupid that I have to have pictures taken. But, you know, she probably wanted just to take a bunch because she wasn't getting a lot of people there that day. And so she, instead of giving him, you know, giving management 4 pictures of 4 different people, it's like, oh, hey, here's 4 pictures of the same person. And if she does that enough times, she can get, you know, a dozen pictures with only, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 people and make it look bigger than it is. So if anything, I think that she was probably just trying. I don't see a motive here. You know, heartbreak, I don't get that. This is oftentimes I see this as wounding with words. I don't get that. So I think it was just a matter of cutting to the chase to get the pictures that she needed for the boss. But honestly, I just don't. I think that what she did was confusing, but I really, honestly, I don't know if she was smart enough to figure out that what she was doing was wrong. So I do not see any hidden motives in this. Now, as for the gal saying, hey, am I exaggerating this whole thing? Am I overlooking or overthinking this? Well, we have the Chariot. We have the Three of Wands, another 3. And we have the 10 of Cups. So are you overthinking this? Well, you know what? I think you're reaching with the Three of Wands. I think you might be reaching for more than what's there. And I think that, you know, you guys were off. You were on a mission to buy wine. And I think that this woman kind of stopped you in your tracks. And you weren't expecting this to happen, especially in regards to your husband. So I think that, yes, I think that here you are looking at the bigger picture and maybe reading too much into the bigger picture. Because I think you're expanding the situation of what's going on. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, 10 of Cups, you know, this is about you and your husband. And you guys are solid. And your husband, I just don't even think got it. And you said yourself, he didn't think there was a problem. And he really didn't. He just didn't think anything of it. Had it been me, I would agree with you. I would have thought it was weird. Had it been me, I would have handed her phone back and said, no, thank you. But, you know, then me, I'm not afraid of causing trouble. So, what should she do with this information? Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Let's just take that instead. We have the Page of Wands. Change direction. Okay? Take that energy and turn it around and walk away. It was not a big deal. So, guess what? My reading is going to be that simple this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I have got some new videos coming out shortly. We are working on the Zodiac. As I speak, I'm doing Zodiac readings for March. So please, if you have not already, please like and subscribe to this channel. That's what gets makes people able to find me. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.